Welcome everyone. Glad you can join us. Coming live from Keeping It a Secret. We're taking Mahjong on the road. I'm so glad you can join me. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced player, I'm sure there's something we'll learn tonight. And I'm always learning something new, and I always learn from everyone. So I'm glad you can join us. But where am I? Let's see. Can you tell with the beautiful background and my short sleeve shirt? I'm certainly not in New Jersey. It's chilly there. So tonight I am coming from Florida. Yes, I'm in southern Florida on the East Coast. As you know, Florida is called the Sunshine State, and the area I am in has fabulous Cuban food, as well as beautiful weather at a nice 81 degrees and sunny. And of course, what's so fabulous about Florida is the beautiful beach, the turquoise clear water, and of course, palm trees. Who doesn't love palm trees? And what's so nice about the area that we're in, the people are so nice. I can't even explain how wonderful everyone's been. So again, when you're on the road, Mahjong can come with you. You can bring your Mahjong on the road and make sure you bring your laptop, your iPad, or your iPhone. Connect to your Wi-Fi from a hotel or even a Starbucks or a Panera, and then you can go on ilovemahj. Ilovemahj is a great way that you can connect with friends and family on the computer. You can go to them and you can go on and use the code CB and get an extra week's trial. So try ilovemahj when you're on the road to play with friends and family. And you can also play with bots. And coming soon in April, you'll be also wanting to go on there to learn the new card. The new card comes out in April 1st, and I created a whole series on how to learn the new card, which you can find in the description below. Before we get started with our program tonight, please click on subscribe right below, and so you won't miss any of our videos that I post or any of the live streams. You'll get notifications. And I appreciate those who are my super supporters and are always on here practicing with me and getting better. So we're still going to talk about our statistics. I did play a little bit live. I did not update my slide here, but I did update it in ilovemahj. So I'm just showing you my statistic, and we're going to travel around and try to get in some more 2, 4, 6, 8s. And we're going to try wins and dragons and always singles and pairs. We're going to try that. And what I wanted to show you is on ilovemahj how to update. So if you want to check out your stats, I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's switch on over to ilovemahj. On this ilovemahj, again, to check your stats, you're going to go to your name and you're going to do My Game Stats. And here you're going to scroll down and you have your game stats. Then you have your in-person games that you can add your wins. So by clicking on Add Win, you click on the category that you'd like to add a win. And I'm going to do one for consecutive run. And you click on the line that you won. So at my home game, I won on line 1A. And I click on it and it adds it. And you click Save. You can add it multiple times if you've won it more than once. It updates it, and then it puts in that you won the game. So anyway, moving on, you can see here that this is the completed online in-person game combination, and you can see all your wins and losses and a combination. So I'm getting there. Hopefully I'll get the card completed with some games this evening. So we're going to get out of this, and we're going to go back to play and game launch. And we're going to play with bots, and we're going to do official game and launch. Tonight I'm using Add a Blue theme in the keeping with the theme of being by the ocean. It's absolutely beautiful in Florida, and so I can't put the theme of looking at that beautiful turquoise water. So we're going to start our game tonight, and we're going to sort by suit, and we're going to look at our pairs. And our big pairs tonight are nines and flowers. Now, flowers are in every category, so we don't want to always maybe look at the flowers. We want to consider them, but we don't always want to look at them. So we're going to start with our nines. So the first thing you're going to say is, okay, what categories do our nines fit in? And one of the things I find people are struggling with is they don't know the categories. So you should be able to rattle them off where nines fit. And if you don't know it, you should start on the far left of your card and go through. So it's not in the year category. It's not in 2, 4, 6, 8. Nines can be in any like numbers, but we don't have any other nines. Nines can be in quints, but we don't have any jokers, so we'll skip that. Consecutive run, we can play nines with upper numbers, like 7, 8, 9. We can collect that. And if we move on, then we have the odds, so we could keep all the odd tiles, which would be 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, and 9s. Or we can move on, which that's pretty good range of our tiles. Or we can move on to the winds and dragons. We have no dragons, just one wind. So that's not a good category. We can play 3, 6, 9. We have a 3, no 6, but 9s. I think our best category was the odds. So let's keep that and pull all over the evens. And then we'll decide what we want to discard. So as you grab them, pull them to the far right. So we only have 4 tiles for discard. So let's do the 2, the 8, and the 4. This is all different suits. So we're going to pass that on our first right. We're collecting towards the odds category, and we're going to see what we come up with. We got back a 2, we're getting rid of the south, and we can get rid of the 4 and keep the 7. Now we have a new pair. We have 7, 9. We can pass. This is our first left. We have a 1, a west, and I always do like to keep the dragons. Now, this year's card, if you look in the odds category, there is only one line, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th line down, and the dragon has to match the suit. So it looks like we're playing probably 2 different suits, either bands or dots, as what we have right now. So the red dragon doesn't go with either, so we're going to get rid of the red dragon. We picked up 2 4s and a north. We have plenty of tiles to continue. We have no idea what hand we're playing yet, so we're going to continue, and we're going to get rid of the north, the 4, and the 4. Now, you shouldn't really pass 2 tiles. I think I'm on vacation mode. 2 of the same tiles, even though they're in different suits, we can, but you shouldn't. So we can take a look at our hand, and maybe we can take one of these back and maybe pick something else to pass along. So it looks like we have 7 and 9, which is in the higher numbers. So it's possible we can play hand number 2, the second half. So it would be 5s in cracks, which we don't have, 7s in bands, and 9s in dots. That looks pretty good. So let's now move down and save the upper numbers and odds, and then that will free up some of our tiles to get rid of. We already have a BAM up here, so let's get rid of a dot. We picked up a 5, so we're going to keep that, and we have a west, a 2, and a 1. This is our second across. We got a 9, that's fabulous, and we got a west. Let's get rid of the 4 and the red. Remember, we don't need that red because there's only one hand with dragons in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, the 5th hand down, and it's a matching dragon. We don't even have that suit available to us. This is our final right. We have 3 tiles to pass. We have the 4. I'm not going to pass 2 wins. I'm only going to pass 1, and I'm going to pass the 3. We ended up with a 3 and a 2 and a west. So we have 5 tiles that we need to get rid of before we make any sort of decision, probably 6 tiles. But it's looking like maybe we're playing the second hand down in any in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So let's get started and we'll get rid of the 2. So as we're going along, I did not call the flower because we already have 2 flowers. We just keep whittling down our tiles to see where we're playing. Oh, they're being generous tonight. They're giving us lots of jokers. I was playing earlier today and Joe kept winning. He likes to win, that Joe. So we have, let's straighten this out a little bit. We have 5, 7, 9. That's the second hand. I think that's what we're going to be playing. But we still have 3 to get rid of, so let's get rid of the white. We don't need the 8, although we could play, we could change our category completely and we can play the third hand in consecutive run, which would be 7, 8, 9. So we can keep the 8 in case we want to change. So let's do that. And we still have the sows to get rid of. Got to get rid of the 2 dot. If you have any questions, you can pop them in the chat. I'll be happy to answer them. It doesn't have to be specifically about this game. I like answering any questions. Or you can email me at mahjonggclass@yahoo.com. And that's at the very top of the screen here. You can shoot me an email. So I have to discard. We can keep this 9 in case for some reason we should change hands. Let's get rid of the south. I'm waiting either for a 5 crack or an 8 to decide on which hand I'm playing. Type in the chat how the weather is by you. Are you in New Jersey or are you somewhere warm like myself where I'm in Florida? Oh, this game is getting nice. Let's get rid of the 5 crack and the 9 crack and we'll see what happens here. Well, we got the 5. So we're going to play the second hand down, 5, 7, 9. So we are ready to call for each grouping. I'm setting myself up. If the 5 crack comes out, I'm going to call. If the 7 bam comes out, I'm going to call. And if the 9 dot comes out. Now, as you see, I just moved the jokers in place. I had them sitting off to the side because I wasn't sure where I was going to use them. But now I'm ready. And I'm going to have 3 discards to go here. And we're keeping our eye around the table to make sure we don't have any joker exchanges that we can do. We got another flower. We can hold off on that for a couple more tiles to throw out. We'll see what happens. Nope, I guess nobody's playing flowers except us. Nobody called for that flower. I was waiting to see if maybe somebody would call for flowers and we can do a joker exchange. One of the ladies online says that she's from Minnesota and they're having a snowstorm. Brr. So Denise, I'm sure you wish I was here with me in Florida. I have relatives in Minnesota. I've been through some of those snowstorms and it's crazy. Hope I don't miss my tile. Believe it or not, Denise, coming from New Jersey to Florida, in New Jersey, it's chilly. It's not, you know, the greatest, but it's mild. We've had a very mild winter. And Florida being in the 80s is actually seems very hot to me. Oh, we can keep the 8s. Maybe we'll pick up another 8. We can always change. Let's get rid of this flower. Okay, we're going to call the 7s. Let's call it. And we're going to call for a Kong. Kong is 4 of a kind. Now, before I make a decision between our 5s and our 8s, let's look and see and see if any 8s were discarded. This is what you can do at the table too. Obviously, they're not lined up as pretty as this, but so I don't see any 8 cracks, and I don't think I saw any 5 bams. I'm thinking the 5 bams, Agatha might be playing with her 2s. Maybe she's playing like 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's get rid of the 5 and see if we'll draw her out. Hopefully don't give her Mahjong, but maybe draw her out, and maybe we could do a joker exchange. Let's see. Nope, it didn't work. It's okay. Oh, we got another joker. We are ready. One more. Can't believe we got all these jokers. Five bam, we don't need. Of course, it's throwing the 5 crack now. Oh no, I hope we don't get, I want to get the 9 dot or 8 crack. Oh, so sad. It's a wall game. Okay, but a wall game is a win because no one wins. It's still a win for you because no one won and you don't have to pay out anything. Um, let's see. Agatha was playing 2, 4, 6, 8, line number 3, and Joe was playing one of my favorite hands, but he had a long way to go. Oh, he changed it. He's playing. I thought he looked like he was playing 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, the 4th hand, you know, with the flowers and 1 and 9, but I don't know what he's doing here. He must have changed his hand around, I guess. And oh, it says line 1. Oh, I see line 1 in different suits. He had a long way to go. He must have known what I was looking for. And Wes was playing 6, 7, 8. He had a long way to go too. He was playing consecutive run line 5. We actually had a really great hand. I was just a little sad. I thought maybe he needed the 5, so I was trying to draw out the 5s with the joker so that we could get the joker so we could win. Let's see, did anybody have our 8s? Oh yeah, Wes had our 8s. So we were competing with Wes, and we were looking for a 9 dot, and Joe had them. So we were all playing similar numbers, so it's a little frustrating. But here we go, next game. Okay, so let's sort by suit. And we are going to work with our 1s. So where can we use 1s? You should be listing the categories right now. I'll give you a second. What categories can we use 1s in? Okay, so out of, there's 9 categories on the card. Singles and pairs, I don't really consider a category because each of those lines actually belong to a category. So you're really working with 8 categories. And so the categories that you can use 1s in is like numbers, the very bottom, the first panel, quints, but we only have 1 joker. But you can make it work, I guess, if you try to play with 1s, but you really need 2 jokers. Consecutive run, we can play with ones, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, Wits and Dragons, and that's it. So let's look. We have 1, 3, and 1, and maybe we don't have any 5s, so we can't play low odds. We could play high odds, but again, high and low, we need a 5. We can play like numbers. We have ones. We don't have any dragons, though. We can play some sort of consecutive run where it's like 1, 2, but we have no 2s. So where you play, I think people stress over this tremendously. Just pick a category, and you'll see in one of my videos that I teach for the new card is I use popsicle sticks, and you can just grab a popsicle stick and pick a category randomly. So we're going to play with ones, obviously, and so I'm going to keep all the low numbers, and I'm going to get rid of the high. So let's get rid of our 7, 9, and 9, and as you see, this is 2 9s, so let's pull back a 9, and it doesn't matter which one. Let's do the 9 crack, and let's get rid of the 6 crack. So you have 3 different suits. They are almost consecutive, but it is what it is. We got to make a pass, right? We have to do 3 tiles. Shelly, I'm in southern Florida, so almost at the bottom of Florida. Let's see, we are keeping low, so let's keep our 5. So that's good. Maybe we'll play 1, 3, 5. Let's get rid of south, the 9, and the 8. Now I picked this 9 because it goes with the 6, and I'm looking at my next pass, and I want to make sure that I set myself up. If I had put this 9 up, I would be sending over a 6 and 9 in the same suit. So I'm bringing back this 9 and sending 9 dot. Oh, we got a pair of 6s. Now 1 and 6 are way too far apart to be able to play. So I think we're going to end up breaking them up, but at the very least we can get rid of the 8, the 9, and let's keep this dragon, although again, if you look in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, the only dragon hand is the one that's all one suit. So we're probably not going to play it. However, if we were to get more ones, we could play like numbers with dragons. So let's keep it and let's break up our 6s. We're going to get rid of, we're going to continue, and we're going to get rid of the 9. And we can keep the 1. And we can get rid, let's keep the 2 because I said lower numbers. We can go 1, 2, 1, 2. We can get rid of, I'm going to say I would keep the 1s and hope for the matching 3. Let's get rid of this 3. And this is interesting. If you pass this 6, I don't know if anybody remembers, I just passed the pair to this at the first left. So now this is the second left. If I pass the 6, now I've given Agatha both 6s, so she has a pair. So I'm going to take back the 6, and I'm going to get rid of the red. Oh, now we have 1, 2, 3. Let's get rid of the 7, the 6, and the 5. Let's see what happens here. I'm hoping to get that 3 bam back that we passed. And then we can play maybe 1, 2, 3. Now we're giving away 2 8s here. So we could take 1 8 back and maybe give it the 1 bam. We did get the 3 back, and we got the 5, which I think is the 5 that we passed. So let's get rid of the 5, the 8, and the south. And we got our 1 back. So I'm thinking of 2 ways we can play this out. We can play The third hand in consecutive run, we can play 1, 2 with 3 dots, or we could even play 1 if we had 2 dots and 3, or we can play 1, 2, 3 all in one suit with flowers, or we can play like numbers. We have 1s and 1s with red, but we actually need the white dragon in between or flowers. You have no idea what tiles you're going to get. You have 99 tiles left to pick from. So you have 25 tiles estimately. That's your share. So let's see what happens. We're going to ignore this and we're going to go into the game now. So I'm looking for tiles to give me some sort of direction. I don't know where I'm playing, so I'm not ready to call this yet. If I was in a real game, I would take this tile and flip it over, not at that very moment, at some point, so that I knew that 1, 2, bam went out. Now here's a 3 dot. I would also do the same thing. I would turn my tile upside down so I know that the 3 dot went out. So this way I'm not trying to make decisions on tiles that are going out. You can hold on to the 5. We have a few more tiles we can get rid of before that. So let's get rid of the 7. Get rid of the red. We don't need the 6. Looking for low numbers, flowers. And I did get rid of the red because I didn't think we were going to use it. Now the green, I still don't think we're going to use it. If we're going to play like numbers, we need 1s and 1s, and then we would need the soap. So let's get rid of the green. I was even considering maybe a run of 1, 2, 3, 4, but now Agatha has the 4, so we don't have our 4s. Maybe we can play 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2. I don't like this 4. Let's see who wants it. Does Wes or Agatha? Neither. Oh, we got our white. So let's get rid of the 5. I'd hate to get rid of oh, we got another joker. Okay, let's talk about this. So we can play 1s. We can play 1s with the white in the middle, and that's the bottom hand in any like numbers. We can play 1, 2, 3 in consecutive run, which is the third hand, 3 different suits, which to me makes more sense because you're using the most of your pairs. You're using your 1s and your 2s, and then we would use this 3. So let's go with that, and we'll get rid of this 1 bam. Actually, well, let's hold on to the 1 bam because we can always play 1, 2, 3. No, we have to start let's hold on to the 1 bam and let's get rid of the white. Of course, we get another 1 just when we made that decision to not play with the 1s. Okay, so Wes is probably playing 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got to be careful what we do over here. Now this 3 dot, there is 1 3 dot out, and this 3 dot we can go ahead and call to make our Kong of 3s. So let's call that. When you call with jokers, you want to make sure that you're using the jokers to your strength, and you don't want to really give your opponents an opportunity to take them. So there's 1 joker available here, but I'm okay with that because I can call for my 2s, I can call for my 1s, and obviously I need a pair for my flowers, which I can't call for. Oh shoot, I just missed the joker swap. Darn it. Don't forget your joker swaps. I think sometimes when you're on the computer, which I say this all the time, I need to slow down. Oh, at least they didn't get the joker that we could have taken. But they were playing 1, 2, 3, 4 is exactly what I had said Wes was playing. When you're on the computer, don't get click happy is what I kind of say. I always do. I get click happy, and I clearly just clicked away and forgot to look over here. So don't miss that opportunity. So anyway, Wes won, very nice hand, which is what I had called. He was playing 1, 2, 3, 4, and Joe was playing north and south with a run 5, 6, 7. He was struggling. He needed a lot of the wins. And Agatha was playing 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4 numbers in a row. And or she could have been playing east west with row. Oh no, she had the 4s up. So she's playing 4, 5, 6, 7, which was 4 numbers in a row of 1 suit. So we're gonna get going, and we're gonna start our next hand. We're going to sort by suit, and we have pairs of 8s and 7s. Seems like it's a big consecutive run night tonight. So let's play keeping the upper numbers, and we can get rid of a 5, a 3. I don't think we'll play a wind, so let's get rid of one of our winds. And if you look what's left, we have a 3 and a 5 in the same suit. So just pull back 1 and switch it out. We have a 6 and a 9. And again, we don't have to make any decision. We're keeping all upper numbers. Let's get rid of the south, the 3, and the 5. We have an 8. We have a 3, a 4, and a north. Now, looking at this, 3 and 4 are consecutive. I would pull back one of these, and I would get rid of one of my dragons. There's a hand on the card. It's the 4th one down in consecutive run. It's 7, 8, 7, 8 with an opposite dragon, and that would be this. Or you can play 7, 8, 9 with matching dragon, which would be the red, but we have no flowers. So let's get rid of the red dragon. We have a pair of 8s. We can continue, and we can get rid of the 1, the 3. There's a fabulous hand on the card. One of my favorite hands is the 3rd line in consecutive run from the bottom. It would be 7, 8, 8. You need a pair of 8 cracks and 9s. So it's possible we could play that hand. So the only thing we really don't need is the 6. So let's get rid of that. The last 3 tiles we don't need. And so if you're on this program and you're on your computer or laptop, you can hit the space bar and all 3 will pop into this little box. The last 3 we received are 2, 2, and south. We can get rid of that. And yes, they are 2 the same numbers, but I really want to keep everything to have the opportunity to switch between 2 hands. And the 2 hands I'm thinking is 7, 8 in cracks and 7-8 in BAMs with the white dragon. So we don't have it, so it's probably not going to be something we play, but I just want to keep that available if it should come in. The last 3 tiles are not needed, so let's do 3 tiles in our courtesy. Hit the space bar and pass. We did not pick up anything that we wanted, so we have 3 tiles until we have to make a decision. So here we go. Wow, that was fast. Those robots are super smart. So there are lots of hands with 3 flowers, so we have no idea. Okay, this is the first 9 crack going out. It's okay, we can get jokers. According to statistics, you are likely to get at least 1 to 2 jokers per game. You know, sometimes you don't get any. But according to their statistics on I Love Mahj, they have a fabulous article on there. They said you should get about, I think it was 1.2 per game or 1.5. I don't try to figure out other people's hands when there's only 1 exposure. It's a little difficult. Oh, here's our joker for our 9, so we can call them. Let's get rid of the red. Now all the 4 cracks went out. Somebody might follow along and say, oh, let me do 4 crack. I'm going to move the 4 crack over. That seems to be a pretty safe tile to discard and get rid of something else first. I'm keeping the 7. Maybe we can play 7-8, 7-8, and I'm going to get rid of the 1. So Agatha's playing a 3-4. She could be playing 1-2-3-4. She can be playing flowers 3-4-5 or 2-3-4. So we'll have to see what happens, what she ends up playing. Well, we got another white. Let's get rid of the 4. So if we're going to play with the white dragons, we need 7-8, 7-8 in BAMs. So we don't need the 7 dot. This is dangerous, but I'd rather do it now. I'm looking at Agatha because we're almost halfway through. I'm afraid she's going to be ready to call Mahjong, but I'd rather get rid of it now. No, I figured she needed it, but I didn't want to break up my hand. We still had half the game to go through, so I wanted to get rid of it now before later, and unfortunately she was ready to go. And she was playing 1, 2, 3, 4, and all in 1 suit. So poor choice on me, but again, it was, I think there was like more than half of the tiles still on the board. She just lucked out. She had 3 jokers, and so she just had her hand set from the beginning. Okay, Wes was playing 3 flowers, 1, 3, 5, 9. That's one of my favorite hands. It's line number 4 and 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And then you have Joe, who was playing a consecutive run, 3, 4, 5, and I guess these 8s were extra. He was playing 3, 4, 5, line number 5. So yeah, he was playing 3, 4, 5, 6. He needed 6s. Okay, so let's new game, and we're going to sort by suit, and we have 2s. So let's go with 2, 4, 6, 8. We don't have any 8s, but I haven't played that hand category tonight, so let's do 2, 4, 6, 8. So let's get rid of a 9. Oh, actually, let's get rid of a 7, this 9, and the 5. We can pull back a 5 if we want and do an east. We're keeping 2, 4, 6, 8. And let's get rid of the 5, the 9, and then the 3 I'm going to keep because that looks like a nice little run. Let's get rid of the north. We got another 4 and another 4. So staying true to 2, 4, 6, 8, let's get rid of the, oh, we got reds, but the only hand with opposite dragon would be 2 and 4 in dots and 6 and 8 in bams, and we don't have that. But every hand in 2, 4, 6, 8 needs 2 and 4 to be in the same suit. So let's get rid of this 2. We can keep 4 and 6 and get rid of this 3. And again, we're not going to play with the dragons. I'm going to get rid of 1 dragon. The hand I'm looking at right now is second from the bottom in 2, 4, 6, 8. We have 2 and 4 in one suit, which is our dots, and then 4 and 6 in cracks. We need 8s in bams. I'm going to hold on to this 6. We're going to continue, and we're going to get rid of the last 3. And I'm going to get rid of 3. And we could keep the green. I don't like passing the flower, though. Let's get rid of the green. We're going to get rid of the last 3. And we keep the 4. But in that hand that I was looking at, I was looking at the second hand from the bottom. We only need 2 4s. Now, since we have pungs and pungs of 4s, we can completely switch our hand and do like numbers with flower, 4s, green dragon in the middle, and red cracks. So let's just do 2 tiles, and we can still toggle between the bottom hand in 2, 4, 6, 8 and the bottom hand in any like numbers. The second from the bottom hand in 2, 4, 6, 8. So let's just do 2. And we're going to pass. So again, I haven't picked my hand exactly. I'm waiting to see what happens. And I'm just going to take my time and see what tiles come out. Again, you had 99 tiles here, and we're going to see how it all plays out. And I'm not going to pick a hand until I get rid of these tiles. If you have any questions, you put it in the chat. I'll be happy to answer. Or if you would have done something else, share with the group what you would have done. Okay, our green went out, but I'm not going to get too worried about it. Let's see what happens. It's only 1 green. It's 1 8 bam. Oh, that's 2 now. I kept the 3, maybe 2, 3, 4. I don't think that will change though. You can do 1, 2, 3. I don't think we should change, but let's get rid of the 1. Whoa, they're fast tonight, these guys. Wes just got Mahjong. There was still over half left. He was playing 6, 7, 8, 9, and Joe was playing 2, 4, 6, 8. So he did not have our other 8s, but he was playing a 2, 4, 6, 8 hand. And Agatha was playing, she looks like she's maybe trying to do a quint with the red dragons and south and the 2s, but she had a long way to go. Okay, they're quick tonight, those bots. They're beating us. Let's see if we can try to win a hand. Let's keep going. We got 4s and 1s. Now, 4s and 1s are within the range on consecutive run. You can play 1, 2, 3, 4. We also have this nice range of 1, 2, 4, 5. We're missing the number 3. So let's keep all the low numbers. Let's get rid of the 9, the 6, and 1 and 3, there's a gap in between, but we don't really need the east either. So let's get rid of that. We got a 2, so maybe we're playing an all dots hand, or 1, 2, maybe 3. Let's get rid of the 5, the green, and the 3. Get rid of the 6, the 1, and the red. Now, there is a hand in consecutive run. It's been played pretty often this year. The second from the bottom, it's 4 flowers, a range of 3 numbers. So again, we're still missing the gap of a 3 here. So it's a struggle to get that 3 and see what happens. And then you have to have the matching dragon. We can play 1, 2. Again, we're still missing that 3. It's a struggle. Let's continue. We can get rid of the east, the 1, and the 2. Trying to fill in here. The east, the 5, and the 4. The 9, the 8. We got the 1. Let's get rid of this 1. Ooh, we got 4, 5. So that leaves us with 2 1s to get rid of. We probably aren't playing these flowers. We're probably going to play the first line in consecutive run. So it's 1, 2. We're missing our 3s. We have our 4s, and we need 2 more 5s. So let's just get rid of the 1s and hold on to the flowers. Let's just do 2. We didn't pick up anything, but we're into the game, and let's see how this plays out. So I can't really call for anything yet. I need a 3 and a 5 dot to be able to call. So let's see where we go from here. You can also play, that's why I kind of kept the 7. We can also jump down to singles and pairs. The 4th line down, it's pairs of everything. Even though we have a joker, you can always discard 1 joker. So I just keep all my options open. There's our first 3 dot, which we cannot call. Guess nobody wants flowers. Nobody jumped on that. Don't forget, if we pick up an 8 bam, we're going to do a joker's exchange. We already have our 2s, so we don't need that. We're looking at the first line in consecutive run. So Wes is probably playing some sort of, I shouldn't say some sort, I kind of know what Wes is playing. He's playing any like numbers, probably the second hand. The 8's too far in the range from 1 to 7 or 2 to 8, but since we already have the pairs of 1s, I'm going to get rid of the 8. I'm holding out with this and waiting till we're halfway through to try to do a joker exchange. All of our 3s are going out. Oh, they already got the 8 bam here. We missed that. I think a lot of the 6s and 7s are gone out also. Doesn't look like anybody wants flowers, so we're going to let them go after this last one. Now you're over the halfway through the game mark. And so I'm going to let it go now. Wes won. He was playing 3, 6, 6, 9. I would have given him Mahjong with this, so thank God I threw the flower and he picked it himself. So that's a very nice hand. And Joe was playing that 1, 3, 1, 3, 5, which we tried earlier in the evening. And Winds and Dragons for Agatha, playing East and West with a run of 6, 7, 8. And remember, this could also be played north and south. So she was on her way. She still had about 5 tiles to Mahjong. We were struggling because all the 3s went out. We had a gap, but it still was a pretty nice hand to see all those pretty dots. We can probably get going on one more game. And let's sort by suit and look for our pairs. We have pairs of 5s. So again, practice where you can make pairs of 5s. If again you don't know the cards, start on the left-hand side and go through the categories. Again, there are 9 categories, but I don't consider singles and pairs. Those actually belong in each of the categories. So let's 2022, 5s don't belong there. They don't belong in 2, 4, 6, 8. If you played any like numbers, you do have a bunch of 5s, so we can go ahead and choose that if we wish. So you would pull all your 5s together. Quints, we don't have any jokers. We have consecutive run. You can play low numbers of 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, you just have to come up with 3 tiles to pass. 5s can be in odds, but we don't have any 7s or there's gaps. So it looks like we're playing either any like numbers or maybe low numbers, 3, 4, 5. So let's get rid of the last 3 tiles, and it's a good choice. And you have an odd and an even, and then you have only 2 different suits. This isn't great, but I really want to keep everything else I have here. We picked up an East, and then we picked up 3, 4, 5. And so that's in the Winds and Dragons section. There's a run of 3, 4, 5, and maybe we can work on that. So let's get rid of the 9, the North, and 3, 4, 5 would be with East and West. And then there's also a hand, and we could be brave, but we don't have any jokers. There's a hand in quints. This 3rd line down would be the numbers 3, 4, and then 5s in the other way. So we can maybe get rid of our dragons, and I'm just going to get rid of the red. Oh, here we go again with that run of 1, 2. We can get rid of a 7, a 5, and a 5. I would have liked to play that quints, but we don't have any jokers. Well, we picked up the West, so we could do East and West. And then we have at least 3 tiles to pass, so let's continue. We picked up the 2. We can get rid of a 3, a 9, and if we go with east and west, it's only 3 numbers in a row. It could be 1, 2, 3, or it could be 3, 4, 5. But at any rate, either way, we don't need this white. We picked up 3 tiles that we don't need, so let's pass them to the last right. We did not pick up anything, so let's do 3 tiles across. This also keeps us in the running for the consecutive run hand of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can see how this plays out. Again, there's 99 tiles on the table. You get about 25 of them in your picks. Of course, that changes every time someone calls for something. These are the tiles that were passed around. So I got rid of the 2 band because that was a fresh tile. I'm assuming that most people do not want these. You have to keep in mind the 6 dot. A lot of jokers out there to be had. So looking for 9 dot, 6 dot. So you should be figuring out Joe's hand. He has 5s and 9s. He can be playing 5, 7, 7, 9, and Wes has got 2s and 6s. He's probably playing 2, 4, 6. That is the second 5 dot to go out. We don't have any jokers. I'm not calling for anything because I'm not 100% sure what I'm playing. I'm picking up these flowers, so I'm going to look in consecutive run and see if there's any flower hands. I can be playing 2 flowers, 3, 4, 5, or 2 flowers, 2, 3, 4. So let's hold on to them and let's get rid of the south. Oh, now the 3s are going to go out. Wonder often if the computer can hear me. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with flowers. Let's keep going with this grouping and let's get rid of the winds. Of all these lovely flowers, I just not sure what to do with them. Because the hand that you have the flowers in consecutive run, we need white dragons and they are out. So, oh, good. Our decision was taken away from us. But that's what happens when you play. It's just sometimes the tiles go out. We had a lovely 4-flower hand to play that. We could have played, you know, 3, 4, 5, but I do think the 3s were out. So you can always go back and look at your discards. I do think the 3s were out, so it shows discards, and you can go back and I thought they were throwing the 3s out. Maybe I was mistaken. Maybe that was the game before. No, oh yeah, here's 2 3s. So there was one more 3 for your pair, but that's really taking a risk. But then all the 5 dots went out. There was one 5 dot, and I thought there was another one. Yeah, here's the other one. So this hand was kind of getting blown away with this 3 again, which was, I think, our gap last time. But anyway, you try, and you keep learning the hand so that it becomes easier. And Joe did win on that 5, 7, 7, 9 hand. And Wes was playing 2, 4, 6, 8, which is what we thought he was playing. And Agatha was playing 2, 4, 6, 8. Same hand, but different suits. Oh, actually, 2 different hands. This is 2, 4, 6, 8 in 2 suits. This is 2, 4, 6, 8 in 3 suits. And of course, we were trying to play some sort of run, maybe the top line of consecutive run, or we could have played the second from the bottom, but it never came together. We might have time, it's 7:30, but I can play one more. Let's see. I want to leave with a win. Computer, do you hear me? I want to leave with a win. Let's play, you need pairs. We don't have any. What should we play? We have some wins. Want to keep the upper numbers maybe for consecutive, or we can keep 4s. We have 4s and 9s are the same. Let's get rid of 1, 3, and 7. I'm thinking 4s and 9s. Oh, now we're getting in West. Let's get rid of the 6, 1, and 5. I'm trying to do like numbers. Oh, and more 1s. 1, 1, and red. Actually, let's keep the red. Let's get rid of one of these, a 9. I'm going to play something with wins. 4, 9, and 3. A 1, 4, and 2. Let's do this too. Oh, it doesn't matter either way. A 1, 9, and 2. We have 3 to pass. I'm looking at the concealed hand in Winds and Dragons. Or we can play any wind hand with just winds or flowers at the beginning. Again, we don't know how it's going to play out. We have 3 tiles to get rid of before we can decide, ooh, we could use that south, but we don't have anything to call for it. Maybe we're playing the closed hand. The first closed hand is pairs. But we have a long way to go. Just keep putting your discards to the right for those that you don't want, and keep prioritizing. Now all the reds are going out. There's another flower. So if we call this flower and make 4 flowers, we need 4 norths, 1 east, 1 west, and we need 4 souths, which we don't have. So let's not do that quite yet. We're not really ready. So 2 flowers are out, and we have 2, so there are 4 left. I Thinking Joe might need this. Nope, he didn't call for it. I thought maybe he was playing eights. Oh, see, we picked up our own flower on our own, which is nice. So then we can call for the souths if we needed to. We still need more jokers. If we play, the bottom hand is 3 norths, 1 east, 1 west, and south with dragons. The red dragon has been thrown out, so let's get rid of the red. But I'm thinking we're playing the third line down, 4 flowers, 4 norths, 1 east, 1 west, and 4 souths. Either way, we can get rid of the red and a west. West will be our next one. Oh yay, a south. Now we're ready to call for that. So let's play the third line down. It's 4 flowers ready to call, 4 norths ready to call, 1 east, 1 west, 4 souths ready to call. These are our discards. Let's get rid of the 8. So obviously he's playing a 2, 4, 6, 8. Remember Joker exchange? Don't forget, click on the Joker. They might need it over here, Agatha. So let's get rid of it sooner than later. Joe could be playing the top line in consecutive run. Where's all our wins, our north and souths? There you go. Let's call for the flower. And we're going to do a Kong. And we're going to get rid of the white. So we're waiting for a north or a south. There's no jokers to be had. Yay for us. We are ending the night with a Mahjong. Yay. Yay. Okay, so we won on the third hand down, 4 flowers, 4 norths, east, west, and 4 souths. And that's a good hand. Wes was playing 4, 5, 6, 7. He had a long way to go. He needed some jokers. And Joe was playing 5, 6. He was missing his 7s, 8, 9. He had a gap. And Agatha was playing 2, 4, 6, 8. She wasn't able to call the 6s because she didn't have enough jokers. So we are ending for tonight. So I'm so glad we ended with a win. I was struggling there, and so it makes me happy. And tune in next week and see where Mahjong will be traveling next week on the road. We are still heading south and not too far from New Jersey, but it's still a trip away and been very busy traveling, so enjoying seeing some of the states. It's a good time of year. We haven't hit any snowstorms anywhere, and again in Florida, we're enjoying the warm sun. And so tune in next week and see where we are then. Maybe we'll be in your state. So take care, everyone. I appreciate you joining me tonight, and have a wonderful rest of the week. Take care. Bye.